you're going to be trying to filter it all out. So it takes time to actually clear things out and letting your body just actually relax. Hi everyone, I am so excited to share with you in this week's Healthy Dose meditation for women. Now, the reason why I wanted to really focus on meditation for women is because, one, because I focus on women's health generally, but two, I know that there's been a lot of questions around how you should meditate and the feelings that come about with meditation from traditional ways of being taught meditation. And there's no wrong or right way to meditate. I just want to give a bit more insight into possibly what you might be feeling, and just want to give you some more guidance into your cycle and meditating for that. So meditation is a very broad subject, and this I could talk about for a very long time. I'm really going to give you just a bit of an overview and for things for you to do, and just to really explore and enhance your knowledge about it. And if you want to go and explore a bit more, I'm going to bring out more topics on meditation for women. I've been meditating for a period of time now. I was meditating on and off for a couple of years, and then it's been something that's really become really consistent, especially during COVID. I really found the importance of connecting with myself and really diving deeper into what I want and where to go essentially from here. What I found, as well as doing my meditation course, so I am a qualified meditation practitioner, I have done my course. What I found through all my readings and materials is that a lot of changes around meditation in modern society, like what we perceive meditation to be. And most of the time when we look up meditation, we see people sitting down in a cross-legged position, eyes closed, hands like this, not thinking. Well, that's what we think they're not thinking. But that didn't really give a nice, welcoming, feeling to meditation. Because then when you look at that picture, you think, I can't calm down like that. I can't relax, which a lot of people think instantly. And the reasons why people do meditation a lot of the time is to relax, which is perfectly fine. Absolutely agree if that's going to work for you. As women, we can actually use meditation as a tool to tap into how we're feeling and actually invite ourselves to understand our bodies a bit more and understand actually what we want. So it just goes back to our hormones. Women, we have more estrogen. Estrogen supplies our body with that nurturing, that love, that connection, that pleasure feeling. So what we want to do is we want to invite ourselves to connect with that, because our hormones are different each day in our cycle. For those who are not familiar with the menstrual cycle, your menstrual cycle is around 28 days, give or take a few days. Every woman is going to be a little bit different, no one's the same. And throughout that cycle, there's different stages of where your hormones go up and down, depending on where you are. So meditating throughout your cycle is going to feel different, and you may feel like you want to do different things, and that is completely normal. And that is what I really want to shine a light on. You don't have to do the same type of meditation every day. You can change it depending on how you feel. So an example is, say when you're on your period, you might find that you feel a bit more reserved. You don't want to have too much noise. You don't want to sit cross-legged. You'd rather lie down. You might find that you don't really want to focus on your breath. You just want to focus on grounding your body against having your body against the ground, and really just focusing on that. I find that you dream a bit more. You might go on these mini micro dreams, and that is completely fine. Whatever's going to make you feel good and connect with your body. That is the point of meditation, is to connect with self. I invite you to really challenge yourself to see what you like to do. And this is going by your 5 senses. So you have your taste, you have your visual, you have auditory, you have scent, so your smell, and you have touch. And each person will be a bit stronger in one of those or a few of those, depending on your makeup and what you like. Some people find that they really like to listen to things and lyrics. Other people really like to look at things and find beauty with sight. Other people love to touch everything. So just really exploring what you find is going to be really nurturing for yourself. For example, I find that listening to ambient music with no lyrics, it really allows me to tap into my meditation a lot quicker. But it also allows me to get into a state that feels yummy and juicy for me, because that's what I want to feel. I want to feel this yumminess. I want to feel really content. I want to feel high vibrational, and I want to feel happy. And this is what you can do in your meditations, is you can allow yourself to tap into those feelings. Because again, we're tapping into how we are feeling and what we want to do with that as well. Because meditation is connecting with the self. So during, like, kind of went off a track there, but you get the idea of like how during your period you might want to slow down. And then as you come into your follicular phase, so like coming out of your period, your estrogen is rising, you get a little bit more energy. You might find that you want to sit cross-legged. You want to listen, you don't want to listen to music, you just want to have scents, like candles lighting up, and you kind of smell that scent and just focus on your breath. As you come into your ovulation, you might find you have a real surge of energy and this kind of go-getter feeling. And that's when your mind can be a bit more on. So where you feel like you have more to-do lists and like all these other thoughts going on. So this is a really good time where you might find that you need more guided meditation, something to help you drop in and focus. If that's what you are after, is more focus and allow yourself to figure out what's a priority. Guided meditations can be really good with that, to get really in touch with actually how you're feeling. Because sometimes I know that it can be really hard to focus on everything, like focus on yourself when there's a lot going on, especially in that ovulation side, like that stage. And then coming into your luteal phase, so the back end of your cycle, you still got that energy, you still got that drive to get things done before you have your period. Naturally, your body, you just want to kind of like nest really and get things done. Again, this is where you might find guided meditations or ambient music really good. You might find that you need to not close your eyes and focus on a candle or something. And that is still meditation. Like I said, there's no wrong or right way. You have the different senses. And this is where you want to investigate and have a bit of fun, see what you can do with each one of them, see what you like, again, no right or wrong way, and then find a position that feels comfortable for you. And I want to talk about this for a minute because you don't have to sit cross-legged. If you've got tight hips and that feels uncomfortable, then lie down. You can sit in a seated position instead of a cross-legged position. All I ask for is that you have some sort of body contact to the floor, to the earth, because that makes you feel grounded during your meditation, so you don't come out of meditating off, like being off with the fairies. That's really, really important to kind of have that grounding. And also, like when you are, starting off with your meditations, it's really, really good to take a few deep breaths and connect with yourself through the breath. Breath, you can't survive without breath. We've been given the gift of breath to connect with ourselves and to supply our body with energy and oxygen and like that vibration from our breath, which is super, super important. Focusing on your breath, you're able to already calm down your sympathetic nervous system, and then get into your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your calming nervous system. Super, super important, especially if you're an on-the-go person and you're busy all the day. I know that I like to do deep breaths throughout the day to tap me back into my relaxation side, so that I'm not feeling wired and tired and exhausted by the end of the day after a busy day. This is where I get a lot of questions about when to meditate. Honestly, it's like your preference. I do think meditating in the morning is better because it sets you up for the day. And then throughout the day, you can tap in to your meditation that you had, to that feeling of yumminess, and then to keep tapping into that throughout the day. So then you still keep feeling that and feeling that juicy goodness. So when you're meditating, it's really easy to get distracted and really easy to go on all these tangents of thoughts. And that is completely fine. Our brains cannot stop thinking. I just want you to remember that, because our brains are made to keep sending us information and thoughts to tell us to do things, essentially. We're constantly communicating with that in our body. So it's really impossible to have no thought. What the trick is though, if you're having these repetitive thoughts all the time and you're not doing anything about them, what you resist will keep persisting. Allow yourself to go on these thoughts. Again, really feel what is happening in your body when these thoughts come about. And it's recognizing how that makes you feel. And is that something that you want to keep feeling? And it's in that time where you can really understand what is coming up for you a lot of the time, and if it serves you and if it doesn't serve you. So really just inviting that feeling and that sensation and be like, is this serving me? Is this what I actually want to feel? And this is where, you know, having a mantra before you meditate is really powerful, because if you want to set yourself up for the day, if you would meditate in the morning and you want to feel happy, vibrant, excited, joyful, content, calm, by having those words to come back to, you can either say, does this serve me right now, or it doesn't? And if it doesn't, then you can be like, no, I want to feel calm. I don't want to feel angry. I don't want to feel anger. So just be like, forgive and let it go, and come back to feeling calm. And how you feel calm is really up to you. Now, it could be just that you already feel calm, just the thought of the word and relaxing your shoulders and your body on the floor. Or it could be just visualizing a moment where you feel your most content and calm, and bringing in that moment and that sensation into your mind. So then you automatically feel that, and really allowing your body to absorb that fully. So a mantra is really, really powerful for that. So you can keep coming back to that, so you can set yourself up. Because again, we're going based on what we feel. Feelings are really, really important for women, because this is what gives us our gut instincts to then be able to go do what we want in our lives. When we meditate as women, we use both hemispheres, which then enhances our gut instincts. So it enhances our intuition and our connection with self, which is why meditating for women is really, really cool and really important. Like, it's not something that it's just to quieten the mind and to relax the body. You can actually tap into pleasure. You can tap into a euphoric state. You can tap into contentment. You can tap into joy, happiness, whatever that is, whatever you want it to be. And that is the thing with meditating, is meditating for what you want it to be. Do you want to have meditation where it's more of a spiritual outlet, where you're connecting with the divine, with the source, where you feel like your whole body is on fire when it's enlightened? Do you want to meditate and feel joy, and maybe you want to visualize a joyous moment and really allow your whole body to feel that? Do you want to meditate to relax and focusing on what makes you feel relaxed, what senses really allow you to calm down? So really having a play again with what works for you, because you are going to feel different every day. I don't meditate the same every day. Why should everyone else? I don't meditate always in like that particular position either. But the more you meditate, the more you're able to tap back into that kind of feeling that you're after, that kind of feeling that you want to feel for longer. You're able to then not absorb as much anger or absorb as much frustration or irritation. You're able to let things go a lot faster the more you meditate. Really focusing on your feelings. So the length in meditation can be anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. You can go beyond. I say between 10 to 20 minutes because that's where you get the juicy yumminess. The first 5 to 10 minutes is when you're probably going to shift your energy, you're shifting your body, your thoughts are going everywhere, and your brain, you're going to shuffle through all the stuff that's out there, all the things that's cluttering your brain, all those to-do lists. You're going to be trying to filter it all out. It takes time to actually clear things out and letting your body just actually relax. And then you finally understand how your body is feeling through all of that, and then it's 10 minutes. It can take that long, and it actually can go by really fast if you just allow your body to go with these feelings. Let it go with it, because your body is telling you something, your mind is telling you something, your spirit is telling you something. The more you do this, the more you can tap into that and tap into your intuition and live the life that you want to live, have the day that you want to have. Yes, it sounds a bit woo-woo, but it actually can do that for you. So yeah, I just want you to really know that in that the 5 to 10 minutes, after the 10 minutes, in that next 5 to 10 minutes is where you get those breakthroughs, where you get that overwhelming sensation, that contentment, where you feel that joy, that pleasure, whatever you want to feel. You get those sensations in that last 5 to 10 minutes. And if you don't, then that's okay. If this is new to you, if all this is a new experience, and that's absolutely fine. The more you do it, the more things will happen, the more you attract. That's why it's really cool to have a mantra, because when you start saying that to yourself and when you start believing it, you attract that too, which is really, really cool. Law of attraction. amazing. Doing meditation, you can manifest more as well into your life, which is really, really cool. Understand that if you feel upset, if you cry, if you get angry in your meditation, there's something coming up in your body that needs to be resolved. So it's completely normal to not feel complete joy, happy, you know, content. You can, the more you do it, the more you can tap into those easy, like in a more, I guess, in a quicker way. But it's okay to feel sad or to cry or to grieve or to get angry if something's really overwhelming for you, because your body needs to let it out. It needs to let it go. Because if you keep those things in, your body's going to hold on to it and it'll come out in a real physical way. So meditation is really, really cool for letting things go. So yes, from today, what I challenge you to do is to focus on what 5 senses are going to work for you. Really have a bit of a play. And then really go on to mantras and think, what do you want to feel for that day? And then as you do your meditation, ask yourself, how am I feeling? And what am I experiencing right now? What do I need to know? These are the simple things you can ask your body and ask your mind. And then having that mantra to come back to when you go on the thoughts, and coming back to breath as well. So those are just some tools to have, and that's what's really, really cool. And know that it's okay to change it up throughout your cycle. It's okay to change it every day if you want to. It's okay to have the same every day. But just know that it's fine to be moving throughout your meditation. It's fine to be lying on the floor if you want to. You don't have to sit in that particular way. So I hope you really enjoyed this week's, guys, because I really wanted to share a light on women's, I guess, cycles and meditation and how it can be very, very different to the traditional meditations that we are shown. All meditation is connecting with yourself. So as long as you're aligning with what you feel is right for you, then go for it. I really hope you like this. If you did, give it a thumbs up, but I will release another video next week so you can kind of get more involved with this week's Healthy Dose.